Saturday's radio show. Thanks, Joe, for sticking up for me. You're the first to comment on my resemblance to Ricky Wilson from the Kaiser Chiefs, but I'm afraid I'm nearly immune to insults about my hair. Indeed, if the advert was filmed a year earlier, I would have had a full-blown mullet. Well, listen, I think it's important, Adam, for you to realise that, you know, this show isn't an island.
Is this still part of his email?
No, this is me now. We're not doing this show in isolation. There are people out there, you know, with feelings.
Wait a second.
And if you're rude about someone's hair, you know, that person with the hair out there might, you know, have a heart, might be vulnerable and sensitive.
That would be a nice song as well.
Do you think?
That person with the hair out there might have a...
Stuart?
All right, Adam.
Wait, well, hang on. This is all getting a little bit still a surprise here. Hey, Stuart, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Now, we should just make it clear that, Stuart, you are the teacher from the advert we were talking about. You're a real teacher, and you were asked to appear in the advert, and I think a colleague of yours heard the show, right, and sort of mentioned that Adam was being a little bit disparaging about your barnet.
Yeah, that's right. It's a husband of a fellow teacher at my school, subscribes to the podcast, and I was called over early one morning a couple of days ago and played the entire 2 minutes of my personal ripping. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, listen, Stuart, I need to find out some facts. This is amazing to have you on the line. Thank you very much for allowing us to speak to you. But what do you teach? Is it actually Franz Ferdinand studies?
No, unfortunately, yeah. Franz Ferdinand studies doesn't really come into either the maths curriculum or economics at A level. Those are the subjects I teach. Tend to be a little bit more serious than Franz Ferdinand studies.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. But also, how old are you, Stuart, if you don't mind me asking? Because on the ad, you seem to be, I would say, 17 and a half.
24. I'm 24 years old. I filmed it last year, so I would have been 23 then.
I'm amazed that they used real teachers. I just assumed it would be an actor, and I was only being, you know, offhand about the whole thing because I thought it was a bit strange of the people that made the ad to cast an actor who was so young. But you're a real teacher.
Yeah, real teacher, and not that young. To be honest, I'm a little. It's cut me up a little bit.
What has
my girlfriend Tara actually cuts my hair, and so kind of the public humiliation of her hairdressing skills it's not gone down well at home, to be honest. I'm struggling a little bit.
Do you have a message for Adam, Stuart? Because I think it's important for him to realise the repercussions of some of the things he says, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do actually, and you know, I think this is entirely insensitive comments to be hearing. Being described as uninspirational on national radio is, I mean, I've lost all control of my classes. They're running rings around me now. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Do you know what, Stuart? I'm serious about this. I would never have said those things if I'd known you were a real teacher. I'm amazed. I can't believe that they would use a real... The whole world is crumbling because I just assumed that it was all fake.
Real teacher, and also the lad in the advert. Yeah, real pupil.
Was he one of your pupils?
Yeah, one of my pupils. Yeah, and
is that true?
He's genuinely an Arsenal supporter. And
no.
So that
we had a bit of football banter. Yeah.
Wow.
So wait a second. All these adverts, right? They're all... Is this what you're telling me? They're all real?
Does that mean the Davina McCall ones are real? Are those real conversations with her mum?
Yeah, I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real, unfortunately. Yeah, but no, I mean, indeed, the advert was entirely improvised, so... Wow. Yeah, that's credit to my acting skills, obviously.
Listen, finally, Stuart, is there anything we can say or do to put this right, to mend your relationship with your girlfriend, to mend your integrity with your students?
Well, I mean, ideally, I'd kind of like to see Adam just pop over to school and maybe teach a couple of my lessons and for him to see what it's like, but I think I'll settle for a public apology. I think I'll settle for that.
Stuart, I unreservedly apologise. You are one of the finest teachers we have in the educational system today. Your haircut is wicked. Your students obviously think a great deal of you. You're the kind of person that I wish I'd been taught by in the olden days. If I had, I probably would not have such a massive loathing for the sciences and mathematics, which has crippled me in my life. And I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I wholeheartedly accept your apology.
Thank you.
Thank God that's over. Stuart, thanks for talking to us. And,
no problem. Cheers, guys.
Best of luck. Bye.
Cheerio. Bye. That was the Velvet Underground, a little free play for you there, listeners. Beginning to See the Light was the name of the track, and this is Adam and Joe here on BBC Six Music.
Now, Adam, this week, or because this is a pre-record the week before last, I went to see the film of the moment,